there's absolutely no issue with supply. Like there's plenty of demand.
Hi, I'm Tiffany, and this is my husband. We had our conversations, and I remember asking, like, have you ever had a threesome?
Yeah, so they do photo shoots with all the quote unquote models before they film the scene.
You know, what's the naughtiest thing that you've ever done?
One thing led to another, and hotwifing became one of those things. What turns me on about it is I know my wife is having a good time.
Doing like all of the dirtiest things and then like really get off to it.
And, you know, you read the comments and it says here, she's incredible, very lucky husband. I can't believe these are real people. This is a thing. All right, let's do this. Let me grab the call-in link here. We don't need to play the rest of them. I think that's enough. If you guys have any questions, Q&A, we'll do some open Q&A. Call in and ask me anything. I'll drop that link in there. Boom, that's in all chat. So a little more insight to this stuff that it's actually the guys that do this work, that service the wives, if we can put it that way, they're known as bulls. So I know a guy personally that's been doing it for years, and he's shared a lot of the screenshots, a lot of the conversations that go, and they usually find him on a dating app, and they'll approach him as a couple and ask him to either come over, meet up at a hotel or something like that. Some of them are really weird. Like some of the conversations, like I remember a more recent one that he had shown us. The guy was really enthusiastic about him sleeping with his wife without any protection, and knocking her up, saying that, you know, he's infertile basically or something like that, and how cool it would be to have a baby with him, or a mixed race baby. I think I can't remember what the language was, but dude that's the bull is a black guy, and it was a white couple. And some of the shit that he was saying, like in the dialogue back and forth, was just like, how can I put it? Really off color, if you know. And he was really pushing for my bud to really just like go to town on her up to the point of impregnating her. And you know, he's not stupid. He's like, I'm not going to have any part in that. I'm not, you know, going to be the guy that's on a hook paying child support and all that weird stuff. Now, an interesting thing that none of these guys here alluded to, that came from a lot of the private interactions that my friend had shared on the screenshots and the conversations over the years, is that most of these relationships, as I understand it, are on the way out. So they're untying the knot anyway. She's not keen or hot for her husband anymore. And she usually is using the bull as a way to get what she wants, which is fresh D, variety, whatever it is you want to call it, with his consent and humiliation. It's weird because it's not about her humiliating him, it doesn't seem like, although that's usually what ends up happening. Apparently, most of the time, these guys express regret, and they don't stay together anyway. They usually break up at some point or shortly thereafter, from what I understand. But this isn't like a normal sexual strategy. This is the mainstream. This is culture. This is corn. This is all of these, and women and toxic feminism sort of blended together, somehow convincing other couples and men more specifically that this is a good idea. There's no version of this where she gets cucked and sits in a chair and watches him drill another chick or drill a corn star or something like that. It always seems to go this route. It's always guy and the girl. A lot of these guys sound like homosexuals. They don't even sound straight, but guy and the girl sitting there going, oh yeah, this is hot, totally normal, you should try it out, it's a lot of fun, blah blah blah. That's what you see forward facing, but you don't get the behind the scenes stories where it doesn't usually end that way. It usually ends in the opposite direction, with them not staying together, or it's humiliation for him some of these guys get pissed off too, right? In some cases, they just drop off the wife. In other cases, it's a meetup at a hotel and the husband sits in the corner chair. So, so there's an ongoing joke about the corner chair in hotel rooms because they're known as the cuck chair now. And that's where the husband sits or the boyfriend or whatever sits and watches while he indulges in his wife. And apparently there's a marketplace for this shit. I mean, I don't even know how to have this conversation, man. It's just so weird to me that guys like this exist. I don't get it. I don't get it. That dudes like this actually exist. All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.